Good morning everyone. I wanted to give some context to this video because I've been vlogging throughout the week but I don't know how clear I've made it. So we come to Burrator a couple times a week, probably 3 times a week for a walk after work, and we don't usually take our birding equipment but we do see lots of birds. So what we decided to do throughout this week is to take our birding equipment with us and see what we see throughout the week. And make a video called The Birds of Burrator. It is Saturday today, so this is our 4th time here, I think, this week, and we got up at 4 AM. You can probably see how tired I am, and we got here for sunrise. It was very misty, because we always go after work, and we wanted to see the difference of the morning to the afternoon. So what I'm going to do is I'll make the video, I'll edit it and put it all together and show you what the birds of Burrator. I've also kind of done a bit of like a vlog where when we've gone on our walk I've said what birds are on each part of the walk, and I'll kind of put it on the map as well, so you'll be able to see, because you can drive around. You don't have to do the 3.5 mile walk. There are hundreds of car parks, not hundreds, but so that's what this video is about. I hope you enjoy it. I've had an absolute bore making this video this week. It's one of my favourite places to go, and it's only 25 minutes from home, and I love being here, and there is so much potential here. I am so convinced I'm going to see a wader on migration here. What I really like about Burrator is that there's no phone signal, so when you've had a busy day, you know, I'm on my phone a lot, and you kind of get home, you come here and you don't have any signal, so you just get to kind of debrief for like an hour and a half when you walk around and you see all the birds. I just don't know what else you can ask for, really. So we are starting another walk today. It is after work, and what we're going to do is we're going to separate the walk, and we're going to show you what birds are available on each section of the walk. So the first section is obviously where you park, which is by the bridge, and there you can see the main part of the reservoir here, and there's kind of like what would you call it, a line. And there's always cormorants, and there's always a domestic goose here, and sometimes there's gulls, mallards. We have seen goosander here, so that, yeah, this is the first part. One night when we were leaving, we spotted a family of goosander on the water, but it was really dark. Luckily, a few days later, we spotted the mum with her babies. So we just got to the waterfall, which is the first part of the walk from where we parked the car, and the birds that we typically see here are bullfinches, long-tailed tits, chaffinches, robins, blackbirds, kind of basically the most common songbirds. Bullfinches have been our highlight so far, as that's Matt's favourite bird. But let's carry on. So on the next part of the walk, there's a house and there's a little field opposite it here, and every time we come here, the field and the surrounding sky is just covered in martins, kind of dive bombing each other. They must nest near the house. but they are always putting on a really good show. And what we see every time we come here in the evening is in this tree over here there are always cormorants. So usually there are 4, but today there's 3. And they just sit up there. They must roost there, but we've had them call and do kind of like courtships to each other, so it's really nice to see them every time we walk here. So we're almost halfway through the walk now, and as you can see in the backdrop, that tall that I climbed on Sunday night, it looks a lot more steeper this side than it does over there. So we've seen, or heard I should say, bullfinch, blackcap, jays, willow warbler, green woodpecker. So everything's really hard to see at Burrator. That's the one kind of con, I guess, or disadvantage of Burrator. There is a lot of dense greenery, which obviously is brilliant for the birds, but it also makes it really hard to see. So you do have to put a little bit of extra effort in to see them. Every corner of Burrator Reservoir has the sound of a calling green woodpecker, and you almost never see them, but we are going to try. We are now at the bottom car park, which is also known as Northbury Bridge. We have had an incredible morning here. So we have seen dipper, grey wagtail. We had the most intimate, quick moment with a dipper, and I can't wait to show you the clips of that. We've also had goldcrest with baby goldcrests, and spotted flycatcher. Also, we saw 2 juvenile cookies. I really wish that I got footage of them, but I was just in awe looking at them through my binoculars. But awesome to see juvenile cookies at the end of July. The Northbury Bridge area is probably the best part of Burrator for birding, both in terms of quality and quantity. So we are about halfway around now, maybe 60% of the way around, and we constantly hear green woodpeckers. Everywhere we go around Burrator we hear them.
Currently we can hear a stock dove. So what we did is we got the fan wheels out and we were looking for the stock dove, and we actually saw 2 green woodpeckers together in a tree. So I've made it to the top of the tor. Oh, it is amazing. I've seen wheatear, meadow pipit, ravens. There is actually a raven just behind me. But oh, it's beautiful. You can see all of Burrator and you can see Plymouth. You can actually see, which is incredible, the breakwater in Plymouth, considering we're in Dartmoor right now, and I can see the breakwater. It is 8:20 on a Sunday night. I mean, what a way to spend a Sunday evening. Yeah, I'm buzzing right now.
Another day at Burrator, and we have just walked the tour and now we're walking around, and we've just seen a sparrowhawk, which is a bird that we've seen for the first time at Burrator, so that's another tick for the list.
So the last bird we saw on our trip around Burrator was a family of jays. The previous night we saw 2 jays together, but it was getting quite dark. It was about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we came back the next morning at 5 a.m. to see if we could see them. And we parked up in this car park, and guess what? It landed right next to us and it was feeding next to the car. It didn't realise we were there. We got lovely shots of them, and it was just a really nice moment to see the jays that close, because they're usually quite shy. Yeah, lovely. What we actually found really cool was using the car as a hide. So we had the window open and then the cameras out, and the jays literally paid no attention to us. I didn't even know if they knew that we were there. But car hiding is definitely the way to go.
So we are on one last quick trip before we upload the video this afternoon, and we have been praying and hoping for a wader, and then we were just walking next to the reservoir and we saw a common sandpiper. I'm just so happy. We also saw a goosander and her babies, and it was so cute. But yeah, very, very happy. We've had a great time over the past week filming this video. Here is a list of the 38 species of birds we observed. One thing we have taken away from this video is how great it is to get out in the local area, because you never know what you might see. Our highlights were definitely dipper, spotted flycatcher, tree creeper and green woodpecker. We might have to come back to see how it all changes in the autumn and winter.